Ladies and gentlemen, you saw him in Arrow. You saw him in Torchwood. You loved him in Doctor Who. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome for John Barrowman.
That wasn't good enough! It's Sunday and we're in the Church of John Barrowman. Praise superheroes! That's a very big camera you have there, sir. Who are you?
RTBF.
Who?
RTBF.
What is that?
The French television.
It's a French television. Well, I didn't agree to it, so turn it off. Au revoir! No, off, down, there you go. You don't have my consent to play that on French television, okay? Bye! Yeah, if they want me on TV, they gotta fucking pay me, right? Right? I love it, because then they walk away really pissed off at me. But Kelsey, she's a bitch. She'll deal with it. So how are we doing today? You better be excited, you better be up, you better be good, because today if you're not, I'm leaving! No, I wouldn't do that to you. I have a wonderful story to tell you. How many of you have heard the story about my jacuzzi experience? Why do you say it like that? Like, oh, it was a good experience. It went worldwide. See, in my house, when we go in the jacuzzi or the swimming pool, Scott and I, it's our house. So we swim or we walk around naked, right? Okay, how many people walk around naked in their house? Lots of people. I want to come visit you. So when you walk around naked in your house, you just don't think anything of it. I've decided to go into the jacuzzi, and I'm in the jacuzzi, and I'm sitting naked, but I'm on FaceTime, doing FaceTime Live, and I'm saying hello, and I'm saying, hey everybody, it's me, John. I'm gonna let you know what's going on around the world with all the stuff I'm doing, and I just hope that you're really nice. And all of a sudden behind me I hear sploosh. And I turn around, and Scott got into the jacuzzi. I said, did you just get into the jacuzzi naked? He went, yeah. I said, you walked behind me naked. He said, yes. I said, do you realize I was on FaceTime Live? And you walked behind me naked and got in the jacuzzi in front of like 6 million fucking people. He said, yeah, so? I just saw Jungle Book. And I said, I don't care about Jungle Book. Now everybody can see that you're the king of the swingers. So I thought nothing of it. I kept going, and then I went, bye everybody, click off, and I thought, okay, nothing's gonna happen. However, Facebook took it off, deleted it within like 20, 35 minutes, right? Done. But that didn't matter, because this is why I love you all. Because within 20 seconds, you made it viral around the world. John Barrowman exposed his husband's penis. Live on Facebook. Well, better to see penises than to have Russian hacking, right? Oh, come on, people, it's a Sunday, wake up. So anyway, so I said to him, let's forget about it. Everything's fine, we'll be all right. So I'm in London. A couple of weeks later, and I'm in London. I'm at Scott's parents' house because I go see his parents whenever I'm there just to make sure everything's okay. And I'm sitting in the conservatory with Sheila. Sheila's his mother. Sterling is his dad. Sterling's in the kitchen cooking, making sandwiches and cakes. And I'm sitting in the conservatory with Sheila and we're having our tea, right? Tea with mother-in-law in the conservatory. And she looks at me and she says, "John!" That's how Sheila talks. "John! Jackie?" I said, "Yes." She said, "No, Jackie who has the dog that's babysat by the neighbor whose friend died last week, but then was in a roller coaster ride and threw up on the sister. And you know Jackie?" I'm like, "Yeah, Sheila, I know Jackie." And she said, "Well, Jackie called me." She said, "Sheila." And I said, "Yes, Jackie, what's up?" She went, "Well, Sheila, have you seen the papers this morning?" And I said, "Well, no, Jackie, I haven't seen the papers. John, have you seen the papers?" I said, "No, Sheila, I haven't seen the papers." She said, "Well, Jackie said, apparently Scott's cock is all over the papers. And on the internet." As soon as my mother-in-law said the word cock, I had a sip of tea and went, to sit and have that conversation with your mother-in-law. And I turned to her and I said, "Well, Sheila, he did get in the jacuzzi with me and we were naked." She said, "Oh, dear, John. Oh, it's rather funny, isn't it?" I said, "Why is it funny?" She said, "Well, Scotty's been known to do a few things like that." I said, "Has he?" She said, "Would you tell Scott a message from his mother, please?" I said, "What is that, Sheila?" She said, "Do tell dear Scotty to keep his cock in his pants, please." Not a conversation you want with your mother-in-law. And at that time, Sterling walked out of the kitchen and he walked into the conservatory and he said, "Well, I don't see why I should put it away. Apparently, he's well hung." My father-in-law and mother-in-law discussing my husband's penis. Terrible. However, it's not. He's very blessed. Anyway. Thank you. So, you all like my outfit, right? It's a little baggy. And this goes down in the back. Oh, look at that. And do you know what it points to? The star right in the middle. Look, I've got panty lines. See? You're very quiet this morning. Wake the fuck up, people. Come on. I'm up here working my tits off for you, right? These ones. Yeah, no, I had this all made. This is called my Wonder Man, right? It's kind of gender-bending Wonder Woman, and there we are, JB, not BJ like yesterday's story, right? So I want to go right to questions, everybody. And the questions, we have microphones here for everybody. If you want to line up in the center, this will make it a lot quicker today. Yes, Kels, there's still camera going on over there. Don't know what they're doing. We're going to stop for a minute till the camera goes away. Seriously, there's no agreement that I'm doing television stuff. Sorry, guys. Because what I like to do this for you, not for other people that it's going to be splashed all over, because what happens is they end up making fun of what is going on up here, and we are not to be made fun of, right? Because they end up owning the footage and they sell it and move it and do it and all stuff, and then they get back to the news presenters on the news programs and they go, "Oh, look at that, that's so weird." Well, fuck you, it's not weird, it's real in our worlds. You're okay, you're facts, right? Yeah, you're good. Because we love facts. So, we're going to go to questions right away because, like I said yesterday, I'm a vampire. I'm going to feed off of you. And we'll start with you, Peter Pan. I am a lost boy in Belgium. Come and play with your fingers right on my bum. Yes. Is it on? Ooh, boy, it's really going well this morning, isn't it? Can someone turn her microphone? There's a little button on the front, my dear. It looks like that. Just flip it up. Not on the, oh, there we go. Guy's gonna help her. Make sure that one's on too. Oh, I love this. Technical difficulty. I went out last night. Yeah. Kelsey, how's it going? How's it going? Good? Yeah. Kelsey can be a really nice girl, but she can also be a fucking bitch, I'm telling you. You don't want to cross Kelsey. That's why I travel with her, because anytime there's a problem with the airlines, I go, Kelsey. And Kelsey's like this. Ooh, what was that? Yeah, I went out last night. I went to Comic Sans. And I did a karaoke number. I know, it was good. And I drank some blue liquid that somebody gave me. Is that you right there? You made it, yes you did. Mr. Bluebeard. Yeah, well I had the weirdest fucking dreams all last night. I dreamt I was with the royal family, right? I met the Queen, well I've met the Queen before, but she called me over to the palace because she wanted to discuss musicals with me. And I walked in, but when I walked in, the Queen was in the corner in a chair. Prince Charles walked up to me, who I have performed for and I've met quite a few times. I've actually peed in his garden, by the way. Do you know that? I've urinated in his garden, and one of the people who works in the house came up to me and said, Mr. Barrowman, we saw you in the garden early. And I went, oh, really? They said, yes, we saw that you urinated in the prince's garden. I said, well, it's it's one of those biodegradable things, isn't it? It's natural. He said, well, did you, we saw you were by a tree. I said, I did it on those green things there. They said, that was his rhubarb. We'll be making pie with it later today. Got a little flavor to it now. I'm kidding. So, no, but the dream was so weird last night. And I went up to Prince Charles and I shook his hand. He said, John, and I did this. Normally I would shake his hand and just bow my head, right? Because that's what you're meant to do to royalty. But what did I do in the dream? I went... So it was kind of a bow and a curtsy, so I'm going to call this from now on, this is a Bertsy. Yes?
Hi, okay. So you said we were kind of quiet today, which might be because some of us were here yesterday and we're all very tired.
Yeah, well, hello?
Well, yeah, that's my question.
I flew 14 hours from America.
Well,
and I'm up here giving it, so I expect the same from you, Peter fucking Pan.
Well, yeah. Do it. I mean,
I have no idea. I arrive, I go back behind there, I strip, I change, I put it on, and something turns on in my head. I have no idea what. Maybe the intravenous coffee injection helped? Yeah? Right now there's an espresso capsule up my ass, opening up right now, putting coffee into my body, and I feel good. You're welcome. Yes. Hi.
First of all, I really liked your performance yesterday.
Thank you.
And my question is, if you could choose like an object or a concept of Doctor Who or Torchwood that you could have in real life, what would it be?
Well, I already have it. It's called the Captain. An object or a concept? Concepts aren't real, so I can't have a concept, right?
Yeah.
You remember, I'm a geek too, so I'll challenge you on all this shit. But an object that I could have, I would say the object that I would have from Torchwood or Doctor Who, that if I could make it real, I guess this is going to be the bizarre one. I'd like the I call it the risen mitten. The glove that I could put on somebody's head to see the last moments of what happened to them, because then I would be the biggest crime. I'd be bigger than Batman. I'd be the biggest crime fighter in the world. Yeah? What would you want? What object besides Captain?
I was actually...
Mind you, you might not be interested in Captain. You might want Gwen, not Captain, right?
You'd be fine.
I'd be fine. Okay.
I was actually thinking...
Hey, yeah, I love your TARDIS dress. It's beautiful. Yeah? I've been in you. Yeah, sit the fuck down. Next. Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
I just wanted to say that you've been a real big inspiration to me to be more confident and to dare just to be myself.
Good, get naked now.
I'm not that far yet.
I said that last night to somebody and they took their clothes off. I love Ghent. It wasn't, he was really good looking too. He took all his clothes off. He came out in his little black hot pants shorties and he walked out with his girlfriend's knickers on his face. And I went, I am not kissing you. Yes.
Well, you said yesterday that you don't really have idols or people that you look up to. But
No.
I wondered, did you have anyone in your past that helped you to become so confident, like you were an inspiration to me?
No, well, I've never had a family that have pushed me down. My brother and sister and I are very different, okay? I'm the kind of entertainer, the showman. My sister is, she's more of the, what's the word I'm looking for? She's the educated one. She has many, many degrees, right? I've only got honorary degrees because I never finished school because I got my job and I started working. My brother works in the gas industry, the natural gas industry, and he was a sportsman. My brother was on the American Olympic soccer team, football team, when they were going to the Olympics, but against Russia, and they boycotted the Olympics. So all of us are very kind of confident in, so we have a sportsman, we have you know, someone who's, like, I can't think of the word. Academic, thank you. I come to a foreign country to be told a fucking English word, isn't that right? Like I said, you speak better English than I do. So my sister's the academic and I'm the entertainer. But all of us, my parents, made a vow when they were younger and when they were in the 60s and 50s having kids, they said that they would never deny their children anything that they were passionate about or wanted to do. And I guess, that was it. My parents supported us all the way. So I have to say that my parents are the ones who gave us the confidence. My family are very, very silly. When we're all together, my dad and my uncle Alec, who is married to my aunt Christiane, who is from Brussels, in Belgium. Yes. And that's a long, long story, but it's too long to tell you. However, it's a very sweet story. Maybe I will tell you later. So just remind me, okay? You remind me right there. And if you don't, I'll smack your butt. She's gonna forget. Ooh, which one? So yeah, my parents, I would say, instilled the confidence in all of us because my brother and sister and I are all pretty confident people, and I think that also comes from a family, a bigger, greater family, who allowed us to be silly. And we used to have Christmas parties where the whole family would get together, all my dad's brothers and all the kids and the cousins, and we would all get up and do what we call a party piece. I used to get up and sing and, dance and do all sorts of stuff. I sang a song called Millie Molly Mandy. Do you all know that song? No? It's called Millie Molly Mandy, sweet as sugar candy, pretty little eyes are blue. So it went like that. It was a really cute song. And we would sing it. My sister would get up and she would recite poetry. Something like, my mother has gray hair. My mother was appalled. She said, I don't! She'd recite poetry, and then my brother would get up and tell dirty jokes. He'd get halfway through it, and then they'd put him down. But, So that was it. I'd say my parents. Yeah? Do you have a supportive family?
Not really.
Okay.
I just walked away from them.
Good.
But I have very supportive friends.
That's the best thing. You can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family.
The previous Peter Pan is actually my best friend who helped me out.
Yay! That's it. I tell a lot of people that I say, if you want to be yourself and live your life and live your bit of dickheads, you have to you have to have the responsibility and know where to go and know what to do, but you have to walk away from it. Tell them to their face. Don't let them throw you out. You be the one who takes control and says, I'm going to have a great life. This is what it's going to be about. You can be a part of it, and if you don't want to, I'm prepared to walk out that door. That's what I said to my parents when I came out, because I had no idea how it was going to go. And my mother turned to me and she said, don't be ridiculous, I've known. I'm like, how did you know? She said, I knew when we used to go shopping and you would dress me up like Joan Collins in dresses and say, "Fabulous dress, mother." I totally knew. And my dad went, don't kind of get it right now, but don't really care because we don't tell you what we do in our bedroom and it's none of our business what you do in your bedroom. Let's go to the country club for dinner. And that was it. That was it. It was one of the best things. However, I was prepared to walk away and never talk to them again. And they were appalled that I thought that. However, I have a lot of friends who've had to do that. So take control of your situation. Don't go, "Oh, I'm coming out, I'm so, blah, blah, blah." You will cry a bit, but don't do it out of pity, do it out of strength. Okay? Let's be strong and do it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi. Hello. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Good. What's your question?
My question is, what is your favorite pickup line?
Well, I'm married. I've been with him for 27 years. I love that she says so. I'm not dead. I can still flirt. I didn't really have a pickup line. I kind of would, when I was younger, I used to go out, you know, in my day when we went out to, you know, pick up people, it wasn't this. We actually went out and spoke to people, right? And we would, 4 people know what I'm doing there. Right? We would go out, we would meet people, or we'd meet through friends, and that's how I met Scott, and we found out that people had the same interests, and all that kind of stuff. I didn't really have a pickup line because I wasn't picking people up. People were hitting on me. No, and it's very different, and it's a very interesting thing because I love people who are confident, but when I was like 21, 22, and I was, you know, sprightly and, yeah, let's just say sprightly, and I'd have people coming up to me who were my age, you know, like in their 50s, coming up to me and going, "How would you like to be looked after?" And me, I turn and go, "How'd you like to fuck off?" So it's just a banter of games. However, you know, I would get that sometimes, and they would say it to me, I'm like, "Dude, if I want, I'm going to be the one who looks after somebody, not you looking after me, so bye-bye." But it's all that kind of thing. It depends on the confidence of the people. I don't really have a pickup line. I mean, if I wanted to, you know, if I wanted to bang, you know what I mean? I just would go, "You, come here," right? And generally, they would come here. And then we would go there, and we would do that, and then we would be done. Right?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. Yeah? Just be careful.
Do you want one on mine?
Do I want one of your pickup lines?
Yeah.
All right, ready? Brace yourself, everybody. Hold on. Okay, I'm at a bar, right? And I'm having a drink, and you're gonna pick me up. Go.
Well, I'm a librarian, so...
Don't explain it first, just do the pickup line. Anyway, librarians are the dirtiest in bed, do you know that?
I like my men like I like my books leather bound.
Okay. Good. Told ya. Dirty bitch. Thank you. Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
My question is, we always see you as very positive, as very... Yes, hello.
Hey, there he is! It's the big red one! I've seen a few of them in my time too. So have you, librarian, right? Yes.
So we always see you as happy and positive, but has there ever been a time where you were the angriest you've ever been, and how did you solve that?
You know, rather than get too philosophical about everything, of course I'm like everybody else. I have my down moments, my days. I sometimes feel like days when I wake up, and Scott can vouch for this. I'll get up and I'll sit, and he'll be like, "How are you?" And I'm like, "I just don't want to talk today." And I call them duvet days. And I don't think there's anything wrong with having a day where you feel down, but as long as you know you're down and you kind of let it just happen. I understand some people need assistance to help with that, and that's okay, and you shouldn't be ashamed of that, but I'm fortunate that I can be down for a couple of days, but then I go on like maybe the second day, right, fuck this, I'm getting up and I'm doing something. That's it, okay? I'm able to do that. So I do have things where I get upset, and where I've been the maddest I've ever been, you mean like really angry? I could probably count on my hands the times I've been really angry. I don't think anybody's ever really seen. I don't know where Kelsey is. Well, Kelsey, are you here? Are you here? Have you ever really seen me lose it? No. That one, yeah. I had somebody. I hate when people are rude to older people, like pensioners. Old people, I can't stand it. And I can't stand seeing an old person suffer. So if I've actually stopped, like in West Hollywood, I was driving where we have one of our homes. In West Hollywood, a lady was walking across the street with a Zimmer frame, right? You know a Zimmer frame, what I mean, yes? And she was walking, and she was really slow, and she was very old, but she was glamorous and looked great. It was West Hollywood, she looked fabulous. And she was going across the street, and I was in my car, and another car I was here, she's walking this way, so I'm turning that way, another car was turning that way, and she's walking, and they started honking at her. Yeah. So I got out of my car in the street, and I went over and I said, "Shut the fuck up!" And I walked over to the lady and I stopped and I said, "Are you okay?" And she said, "I'm fine. I'm just a little slow." I said, "Well, you know what? We're gonna go even slower." And when I got her to the other side, I took my time, went back to my car, pulled it forward, blocked the road so he couldn't turn, and I looked at her and put the window and I said, "Do you want a lift to your house?" And she said, "No, I'm okay, I'll be fine, I like the exercise." And I had a little conversation with her while blocking the road. And I just talked to her like this, with my hand like that, to the guy with his hand on his horn. So those are the kind of ways that I don't really get angry, but I kind of get upset, but I kill people with, it's a sense of humor and kindness, because I'm actually helping the lady out, but I'm telling him to fuck off. Do you know what I mean? And that's the way I project my anger, because I've only lost it really once, and I don't want to tell you about that because it's personal. So, but I was able to figure out as I went on, I got to figure out a way to put people in their place if they need to be put in their place. And Kelsey will tell you, she watches me do it. She's like, "That was amazing." Because they kind of really don't know what just happened to them, but you told them off. And they were like, they kind of go, "I'm not really sure, what? Did he just shout at me? Was he saying happy things to me?" But so I find clever ways to do it. Are you an angry person? Because you're very red.
Well, I'm angry from inside out.
Oh, yes.
I know.
It's better not to be. It takes more muscles in your face to be angry and frown than it does to smile.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, so why the fuck aren't you smiling? I'm kidding. There you go. Thank you. Yes, over here.
Hi.
Hi.
We always see you as a funny and charismatic man, but I was wondering if there were any moments that you made life hard for your fellow actors by doing funny on-screen or
all the time. All the time. Eve Miles is the one that I bring up all the most. When Eve and I were working on Torchwood, the thing that I would do the most with Eve when I would be filming, when we do close-ups, the camera, like on you right now, that camera is on you as a close-up, right? So if I were delivering the dialogue to you, I'm going to step down here a minute, just to show you. Excuse me, mister, you stay there, okay? Stay there. So when I'm delivering the dialogue to you on camera, you're the other actor, I'm standing literally right here by the camera, doing the dialogue because you're looking at me, and if you show, can we show that shot? Go to this camera on the screen. So if I'm talking to you, it looks like he's looking right at me, right? You see on the screen? But it also looks like he's looking at you at home, the person, get it? So that's the way we do the dialogue. It's really difficult to do a scene like this, especially a dramatic scene. And when I used to do it like this, Eve Miles was on the other side of the camera, but I would do it and I'd always have my balls out. Or how do you say here? Ballin'? Ballin'? Ballin'. What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, say it again.
Ballin'.
Ballin'. Yeah. So my double ballin' out, and I'd be talking to Eve, and she'd be doing the dialogue, and then she'd finish the dialogue, and she'd say, I'm not looking down, I'm not looking down, I'm not looking down. I'm like, look down. She's like, I'm not looking down. And I said, look down. She said, Jesus, they're out again! So yeah, and then we also had a guy, Phil, who was our props guy on Torchwood, and I would be, there was a scene in Torchwood where I was on the ground, and I was like this, and I just been put into a cave, or like a cell, and I was completely naked, but my hands were strapped up, and I couldn't move, but I had to do the dialogue for the scene. And Phil, all of a sudden, they say, and rolling, and I'm like, wait, something's wrong with my hands, and Phil had to come in and adjust, and he came in and he said, do you want to get up? I said, no, Phil, I'm fine. Remember, I'm naked, right? I'm Phil now. Phil's like this, going over me, and I am naked. Because when they tell me to be naked on camera, I don't give a shit. I'm like totally naked, and it feels more real to do that. So I'm lying there naked, and Phil's over the top of me, and I say, how you doing today, Phil? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine, John. Good day. I said, what'd you have for lunch? He said, I had the chicken. What'd you have? I said, well, I had the hot dog. He said, well, that's typical, John, isn't it? I said, yeah. I said, are you all right today? And he went, well, I'm not so good at the moment. I said, well, sorry about that. He said, but I got to fix this. I said, so what's going on? He said, I just got a call from my wife. And he said, I said, what was she saying? She said, well, I texted her and told her what I was doing right now. And I said I was okay with it. And she said, I said, what'd she say? She said, well, she texted, you have the best fucking job in the world, Phil. I said, why did she say that? She said, because I'm adjusting something next to John Barrowman's cock. Welcome to Torchwood. Thank you. Yes, over here.
Hi, I love doing Torchwood, and I especially love the Big Finish stories, which were
Thank you. I did 3 more when I was in London.
Yeah, and I was wondering, I'm looking forward to the one coming next year, so I'm really nervous. But I was just wondering if there were other storylines you would like to explore with Big Finish.
Well, I have asked Big Finish, because, my sister and I write together. I've asked Big Finish if we could write a couple of scripts, and they've said, we can, just we need to find the right time. There's something coming up that Big Finish are going to put myself and another character together that has never been put together before. But I know the fans want us to be together. That's all I'm going to say. And the great thing about Big Finish is you can do other stories, like with Captain Jack. There was a story with Midshipman. What was his name? Midshipman. What? Alonzo. Is Alonzo? Yes. It was I can't hear you because you put your hand over your mouth. Midshipman Frame. Yes. And we did a whole story after the doctor left him with me in the bar, and then we continued the story on from there, and it was a really good story. So, yes, there are other things coming up, but I'd like to show you something in a second. My sister and I, with Erica Lewis, have created a whole new comic book series on Webtoon. And for all of you, I'm telling you this because if you go download the Webtoon app, it's Webtoon, download the app, subscribe to Accursian, which is the new graphic novel that my sister and I and Erica have done together. It stars John Barrowman, right, as Charlie Stewart, but it's totally free. It's free for the fans, okay? So if you do that today, you get free, we're on chapter 5, you can catch up with all the chapters. There's like, I think 20 chapters that we're doing, but it's an awesome comic. I've had my friend Matt Brind, who scored the movie Paddington 2, he wrote all the music. He's doing it for Accursian. And if you like, could I show you a little video clip of some of the stuff? Is that okay? Can I do that? Here it is.
My name is Charlie Stewart.
So if you want it, get it downloaded. It's really, really good. And we cover in that comic, because it was really important to me, because I know my fan family, and it's really important to me to not only have strong male characters, but strong female characters. We had a big trouble with some of the artists who, I won't tell you where they're from, but they kept sending us back the images of the women, and they would all be standing like this. I'm like, no, can we stop putting their boobs and their bums out? Can we make them stand normal, like the men do, you know? And we cover every gender, really, in the comic book. We cover nationalities, you name it, we cover it all, because I wanted to make everybody feel like they could be represented by somebody in the comic. Now, what I do love, though, are 3 ladies who are we call them the Fates, and they drive the story very much. But I wanted them all to have personalities, and Carol and I and Erica talked about this. And we've got one of the sisters who's very kind of grand. They can turn themselves into birds, okay? And there's great cosplays in this comic. It's really awesome. I can't wait to do some of them. That big white one, you know, the lady in the white, awesome. It's gonna be me. So I wanted the girls to be very individual, so when they go into their human form from their bird form, one of them, I won't tell you who they are, but one of them comes down and she lands, and she's very strong, and she's demanding, and she walks, and she hits her pose, right? And then the second one is kind of like sporty and fun, and she comes down from her bird form, and she lands like that, and she goes down, right? And then the third sister, I love this. She goes from her bird form and she lands and she goes. Because we can all be klutzy at times, right? Every time she lands, she trips or falls because she's like, fuck, I just can't get it right. So I wanted to get those individual personalities in, and we did. It's awesome. Give it a try. And if you like Big Finish, you'll love that kind of stuff. Thank you very much. Yes.
Hello.
Hi. By the way, that was a European Con exclusive for you guys, just so you know. And if you do download it, please leave your comments, because it helps us if we see your comments, okay? Yeah.
So, me and my boyfriend, we're a fan of Torchwood and Arrow.
Yes.
And I was wondering what would happen if you put yourself, Merlin Malcolm, and Captain Jack Harkness in a room for 24 hours.
I kind of covered this a little yesterday with Malcolm and Jack, but I didn't put me into the mix. I think Malcolm beat up Captain Jack to the point of he was at death, and then he'd die. Then Malcolm would think he's won. I would sit in the corner and do this to Malcolm, not wanting to get involved, right? And then Malcolm would turn around to walk away. Jack would go, wake up, grab him by the back of the neck, pull his pants down and make love to him, right? Which Malcolm would then flee, and I would still be sitting over in the corner going... And then Jack would turn around and look at me and go, yeah. And I would go, yeah. Because I know what's coming. Literally. What would you do in a room with the 3 of them? Do I want to know?
I
You what?
don't think you want to know.
With lipstick like that, I think I do want to know. Thank you. Yes, over here.
Hello. First of all, I think you look absolutely beautiful, darling.
Thank you very much, darling. Where are you from?
I'm from Belgium.
Oh, you're from Belgium? Oh.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'm from Antwerp.
From Antwerp?
Yeah. Antwerp, let me hear yourself, please.
How do you say?
Antwerp.
Antwerp.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Antwerp.
Antwerp.
Yes, like twerp.
Did I say it like that?
Yes, you did.
Did I? Oh, nice.
Right.
Camera, give me a complete body shot of this one. And scan. Oh no, that's not. You're not in a good angle there. Don't worry. Yeah, what's your question?
Right. So I've heard that you made a parody of a song from The Wizard of Oz called "The Wizard and I."
No.
No.
No, you heard wrong.
It was called "The Doctor and I."
Correct, but it's not from The Wizard of Oz. It's from the musical Wicked.
Oh, Wicked, right.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if you could sing a few lines for us.
No. Well, it's a hard song. I'm going to sing at the end anyway, but let me just think here. Can I put my head in the right frame of mind? When I meet the doctor, when I prove my worth, and when I meet the doctor, what I've waited for since birth, and with all his doctor wisdom, by my looks he won't be blinded. Do you think the doctor is dumb, or like, ooh, he's so small-minded? No, he'll say to me, I see who you truly are, Jack, a man on whom I can rely, and that's where we'll begin, the doctor and I. And if you like that, you can download it on iTunes. Is that good? Good, I can't hear you.
I will definitely do that, yeah.
Okay, good, yeah, you're lying.
Actually, I'm not.
You won't really?
I'm not, no.
Okay, thank you. Bye. See you later. I'm just gonna watch you. Keep walking, I'm watching. I'm looking at your ass. There you go. Who are you here with? You're with the Whovians. Very nice. There's a whole row of them. There's a whole room of them. Yeah? How old are you? 24. Come here. Give me your hand. Take my hand, I'll lead you to salvation. Do a turn for me. Here we go.
Rip my pants. I'm wearing fancy boxer shorts.
And you're also shaking like a leaf. You're nervous.
Yeah, I am a little bit nervous.
I would be nervous too, particularly because you've got a hole in your pants and I'm standing right next to you. Let me fix this. You know, I have my very own house. Are you a Harry Potter fan also? Yeah, so am I. Tom Felton, he and I were like this. And I also know Daniel. Daniel, I found out, is a fan of mine. Can you believe that? Well, Daniel, when he was rehearsing How to Succeed in Business, thank you. He was doing that in the rehearsal studio next door to where I was rehearsing a pantomime, and his, I think it was his assistant or the assistant choreographer at the time, who I knew very well, came in the other room and he said, John, could you come in? He said, Daniel will never say, he's a really big fan of yours and he admires you from musicals and what, you know, from Doctor Who and all that kind of stuff. Could you come in and watch one of the numbers and give us some tips? And I went, to Harry Potter? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, I won't say that, but fuck yes. I'm gonna go in there and be like, hey! So I have my own house. Do you know what it's called? Gryffindor. Oh. I can't show you what my magic wand looks like, but it's about like that. Let me just fix this for you. Higglety, pigglety, bookety boo. Okay, you need to have a shower. No, I'm just kidding. All right, okay. Anyway, turn around there. Here in that very nice bottom. Thank you very much. Be careful going down. That's what she said. Well, it depends what gender you are. That's what they said. There you go. Yes, over here. Okay, how old are you?
I'm 13.
13?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi,
Oh! I love it!
I know.
What is it with like the 13 and 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds here in Belgium? Oh my God! I met a kid yesterday, he's 12, he was like 6'4". And I said to him, I went, hey, you're handsome. And the mother went, he's 12, leave him alone. Are they here today? Is she here? No, because the mother was like 9 foot tall too. But he did. So anyway, you're 13, yes?
Okay, I got one question.
Good.
Can you twerk?
Can I twerk?
Shaking your body.
I know what it is. 13. I am not going to twerk for a 13-year-old's camera. I am so not. Who are you here with? Is it parents?
No.
No?
With 2 girls.
With 2 girls, you dirty little person. Who are you? You're his friends. No? One's saying we're his friends, the other says no. How old are you? 13 and 14. You can all get off, I'm telling you right now. Are you kidding me? What should I do, people? Sir, do me a favor. How old are you?
15?
No, fuck off, you're not 15. How old are you?
40.
No, seriously, you're 40. Ask me to twerk. Wait, no, you need to be louder so everybody hears it.
Could you do me a favor and please twerk for me?
Sit down! Is that your question? You done?
No.
What else is there?
Can you give me a hug?
Can I give you a hug? Yeah, I'll give you a hug. Hey, Apple. Please tell me your name's not Adam. Thank you very much. He's looking at his friends going, I do love how mature your teenagers are here. Kelsey and I were discussing that the other night, weren't we? The level of maturity with some of the young people is just amazing. And so, you know, they're not listening now, but they're being total millennials. Thank you for the apple. Swear to God, if you get me into trouble, they all are witnesses. I didn't do it for you, I did it for him, right? Fucking hell. Yes, Mr. 40-year-old twerker.
The kid stole my question, actually.
Did he? Well, come here, come here. Come here. Yeah, you. Come here. Come here. Come up on stage. Come here. Twerk. What's your name?
Philip.
Philip. Did you have a question?
Yeah, but it seems silly now.
No question is silly. What is it?
As you are playing Malcolm Merlin, it's a character from DC Comics. Would you like to play a character from Marvel Comics?
That's a silly question. No, the one character I would have loved to have played, but you know, Chris is doing a better job at it, I think, is Captain America. Thank you. I'm exhausted now. Yes. Hi. How old are you?
I'm 16.
Thank God. Yes.
What was the most fun part of being Malcolm Merlin?
Being an asshole. I love the fact that I was able to do bad things and naughty things and things that I don't think he was probably the best father in the world. But what also was great being Malcolm Merlin, my sister and I wrote the backstory for DC for Malcolm Merlin called The Dark Archer. It's another graphic novel that we did because there was no backstory or history for Malcolm Merlin. The first time Merlin appeared was in Justice League comic book. Very briefly he appeared, and then there's snippets of him throughout the DC world. Malcolm appears in The Flash, he appears, you know, in Arrow, he appears in different places. So he's a constant through the DC world. He even, it's rumored that Malcolm, when he was Ra's al Ghul, he trained Batman, right? So Malcolm's a very prominent figure. A lot of people will disagree with me on that, but you know, hey, there's a lot of dabbling, but never a story beyond. Did you know Malcolm has a son,
Yeah.
Tommy Merlin, right? Who he kind of killed.
Yeah, I cried when he died.
You cried? Well, see, if you read the graphic novel, you know there's another son out there.
Oh.
Yeah, Malcolm has another child. And he's twice as frightening as Malcolm, and Malcolm is frightened of him. That's another thing you should read. However, that's not free. Anyway, so I love being Malcolm. Malcolm was great, totally different from Captain Jack. However, I still played Malcolm like he was a hero. Yeah, Malcolm is the hero of his own story, and that's what I firmly believe, and I think that's why you guys like him, because you can kind of go, yeah, I hate him, but I understand why he's doing this. Yeah. Thank you.
Can I also have a hug, please?
Yeah, really quick. I can't keep doing hugs for everybody. Yeah, because my knees. There you go. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yes, over here.
Hello.
Hello.
You spoke yesterday of your action figures collection.
Yes.
What's the most beautiful piece of your collection?
Oh, me? The things that I love the most are I'm not kidding, are my own action figures. No, it's true. Listen, you can think it's egotistical, whatever. I don't give a shit. I've worked very hard to become an action figure. And I love my 6-inch, I have a 12-inch, I have a 15-inch. And I play with them always. Yeah. You think I'm kidding. I have one shelf in we call it our TV movie room library, and I have one shelf in there, and it's all of the action figures that I have of myself. And when I was a little kid and I used to play with action figures, my Mego figures, my Action Men, or my G.I. Joes, or any of the other things that my Playmobil, all that stuff when I used to play with as a kid. Legos, I love Legos. Me too. Legos it's hysterical. Scott, my husband, and my nephew, I leave them up some nights. I go to bed early and I'll put a big Lego set on the dining room table because I know my nephew, I don't know what the rules are here, but in California, you know, they can have edibles, you know what I'm saying? Marijuana edibles, you know? And Turner, my nephew, loves an edible, so they have edibles, and Scott will be like, don't tell John. I'm like, oh great. So I put a Lego set out because it takes them all fucking night to build it. And it keeps them busy and they enjoy themselves. But anyway, so I digress. You guys are like, what is it? My action figures on the shelf. As a little boy, when I played with stuff like that, I always dreamt about being an action figure. That would have been my biggest thing, to have an action figure of a character of myself. And here I am, and I now have, I joke, I say the sizes, but I have like maybe 5 to 7 action figures. So it's awesome. I'm Funko, 3 Funkos. I'm, DC action figures. I'm Doctor Who action figures. I also have toner dolls, which are big dolls like this big that I am action figures for with Captain Jack. And also when I was in La Cage aux Folles, they did one of me in one of the big dresses for my own personal collection. So I love those. That's it. I love my Captain Jack action figures. Sorry. Thank you. Yes, over here.
I was wondering, what did you consider your first big role, and how were you feeling at the time when you got it and when you got to act it out?
My first big role was in 1989 when I got my first big role on stage, because before I was on television, I was in musical theater, and I did 13 or 16, I can't remember, years of musicals in London's West End, and I also did a couple on Broadway. I starred opposite Elaine Page in a show called Anything Goes in 1989. And that was the biggest. I went to an audition. I had 6 months to finish school for my bachelor's degree, and I went to England to study Shakespeare. And I went to an open call audition in Glasgow, Scotland, and I went to see if I could do what I was being trained to do. And I walked in and I did my audition and I sang, and when I was finished, I'm making a long story short, when I walked to leave, the guy stopped me and he said, "I can't let you go." And I went, "Why? What have I done?" And he said, "If we don't think you're right for this, we will find something else for you in the West End. Because and I'm saying, I've written about this in my book, so I'm only saying what he said to me. He said, "We can't let you go because we've never seen something like this before." I went, "What do you mean like this before?" He said, "Well, you can do it, you're what we call a triple threat. You can do it all. You sing, you can act, and you can dance." He said, "And we have that in the UK, but not as strong as what you're doing for the male." So I went to the UK. I kind of cornered the market on male roles. Yeah. And I used to go into auditions and meetings, and I would walk into them, to the auditions, and other boys would be sitting around in my 20s, and I would walk in, Mr. Confidence, I'd walk in and I'd sit down and I'd see all the other boys go, "Oh." But what it did is it stepped the game up a little bit, I'd like to think, in the West End, because then people started doing, trying to better the quality, and now there's phenomenal people in the West End, and there was also phenomenal people when I was in the West End too, but I just got all the American parts pretty much. And there was other English people who got American parts also and were good at them, but, I had a really good theatrical career prior to going on television. So I would say Anything Goes was the big break, and I was ecstatic to get it, because I couldn't believe I was finally being paid to do what I love. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hi, John.
Hi. I know someone's going to see that on and they'll be like, "He thinks he's fucking the best thing in the world." No. Fuck you. Yes.
So I'm actually asking for a friend today.
Okay.
Her name is Cindy. She couldn't make it here because she's working at the con now. She's had a couple of rough years. She's getting married soon.
Okay.
We're so great together. We just like a couple of tips for a great marriage.
Don't try to change each other. That's it. Perfect. Don't try to change each other. And you know what? If something happens and it's a stupid little mistake, is it really worth messing up what you have together because of a little mistake? It's best to sit down and talk about it and work it out, because so many people I hear a lot, whether they be, gay, straight, bi, trans, queer, whatever, and when they're in relationships, like one will say, "I saw him kissing somebody at a party. We're splitting up." Really? It was a kiss. Maybe you had too much to drink. Maybe it was something silly. Who do you go home with every night? That's the difference. So if some silly mistake has happened, talk about it, think about it before you jump into a situation where you're going to ruin what you have together. Because when you have something good together, it's very hard to find it again. Yeah? I'm not saying that people don't, and that's not me saying you shouldn't split up if you fucking don't like the person, get rid of them. Right? If you realize you're not compatible, that's a different story. But if you're truly in love with each other and you have a little, what I call a little hump in the road, just go over the hump and then hump after.
She's going to be so grateful.
Good. You're welcome. I'm I'm going to do rapid fire here because I have 5 minutes left and I still want to sing for you, okay? So, Doctor, go.
First off, thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
And just a question, because you're playing on Torchwood and Dr. Who and character from the LGBT community, how did it affect your personal life and your growth as a human being?
You know, I never thought I would be somebody who would be on a soapbox telling people, you know, how to be positive and all that kind of stuff, but all of a sudden I became iconic in the LGBTQ community, and also people were looking up to me to help them be themselves, and I think it's the best honor in the world, because I always say, if you don't have a voice, I will try to speak up for you, and that's what I do. Yes. Rapid.
How much of John Barrowman is there in Jack Harkness, and how much of Jack Harkness is there in John Barrowman?
There's a little bit of each other in both, and boy do we have fun. Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm from France.
Good. Good.
And I really like when English men speak French. Could you say a few words in French or sing, please?
Sur les ponts d'avion, l'on est dansé, sur les ponts d'avion, l'on est dansé tout au long. Vite, vite!
Can I kiss you?
No. No, I'll tell you right, no, I don't like people touching my face. Everybody has their thing, you know, and for me, I don't like people touching my face. I have a phobia about dirty hands on my face, yes. So in photos, if you come up and go, I'll freak out. And people tried to kiss me yesterday, and I'm like, ah! I just have this thing. You can kiss my, you know, you can, but don't touch my face.
Okay, can I kiss
No, you can't. Thank you, though. I love that you want to, but it's just my weird thing. Everybody's got a phobia, right? Yeah? Yes, quick.
As you're probably aware, Stephen Amell recently wrestled a match at All In.
Yes.
Do you think you've got what it takes to beat him?
Sure.
Or would you get your ass handed to you?
Would I what?
Would you get your ass handed to you, just like an arrow?
Wait, I don't know if I understood that. You're saying Stephen Amell did very well, yes?
Well, I mean, he lost, but...
Did he lose? Oh, okay. I didn't watch it, but I knew he wrestled them. Would I get my ass handed to me? No. No, because I drove my new asshole. There you go. Scared the shit out of him. Quick.
Hi. Something I'm really excited about in my own life is the fact that I'm making a fan series of Doctor Who with some friends of mine.
Good.
And I was wondering how much of the fan-created content are you following yourself?
None. No, I can't. Because I'm not, as an author, I'm not allowed to read fan-created content, because if I go and write something that's very similar to yours and you know I've read it, I can get sued. Right? So I know what's going on there. Don't stop doing it. It's awesome, but I can't read it. It's like when people give me scripts, I hand them to Kelsey and I say, there you go, and she puts them in a drawer. I can't read them because I'm legally not allowed to read them, because if it's something I write 10 years down the line and someone says, I gave him a script just like that, I'm done. Yeah. So keep doing the fan fiction, keep doing all that stuff. It's good, but I can't read it. It's not to say I haven't. Quick, you didn't get to do your question yesterday.
Okay.
Yes.
It's not exactly a question,
okay,
but I want to say thank you for something. It's 6 months ago that I came out to my parents, and it was very hard.
It was very... That's okay. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay? Okay?
It was very hard for me. Yeah, it was very hard for me, and
So listen to me, right? Look at me. What's your name? Tibu. Tibu, look at me. Everybody in this room is supportive of you, and I'm supportive of you, and I know you're crying because it upsets you a little bit, but don't cry because you're now yourself, okay? So speak, and don't worry, no one in here is going to judge you.
Yes, and I watched and read lots about you and how you supported the LGBT community, and that gave me the
support. Yeah, you're okay. You're okay.
It gave me the power to say to my parents, yes, and they accepted me.
They accepted you. Good. Good. Okay, you're welcome. But Thibaut, now, okay, let the tears go, okay? From now on, I know it was difficult and hard for you to do, but from now on, I want you to switch it, okay? So when you talk about it, try now to talk, because look at everybody. Everybody knows. Everyone knows now. Nobody cares, right? Thibaut, put your chin up. Be proud, right? Okay. Thibaut, wait. I want you to say something because you'll feel a lot better. Yes. Okay, so Thibaut, I want you to say, chin up with confidence. Hi, my name is Thibaut, and I'm gay.
Hi, my name is Thibaut, and I'm gay.
Be careful. Thibaut, the stairs over there, okay? Feel good? Feel good? Yes? Good. I love Gay Flash. I really have to get to the song if I want to do this, because they'll stop me. So, I apologize for not getting to everybody, okay? I apologize. You're the last one. Go ahead. Quick.
When will you finally be on Supernatural?
I've always said I want to be the human version of the Impala, the car. And you know why? Because I can say all the boys have been in me. Thank you guys. I'm going to sing a song, and I don't know where Thibaut went, but this is to everybody who has come out, or who is, with their family and friends and supportive people. What are you holding up there? Oh, everybody. This is a song that is my mantra, and hopefully it'll become yours, to allow people to be who they are, because I am what I am. Hit the music.